experience here at Cholmondeley. Unfortunately, we haven't had the weather, but I've been the only one praying for rain because the all-wheel drive system on the Subaru is fantastic in this, and I think, to be honest, if it had more rain, we would have won. Not saying easily, but looking at the time so far, it's gone very well in the wet, and we've been fastest by a long way in the wet. The Cosworth Subaru is a modified STi version. It's had modifications to the engine. We've got nearly 400 horsepower now. I think 0 to 60 is 3.7 seconds, so it's definitely in the category of the supercars, and it's a car you can take down the shops quite easily as well, so it does everything. It's got the all-wheel drive system, adjustable differential on it as well, so very, very sophisticated, and I think it's proven, you know, it's category here, but it is affordable compared to your Lamborghinis and your Ferraris, and that's what we're actually up against, which is fantastic really. And you know, you've got two modes. You can drive it down the shops quite comfortably, or there's a little button there which gives you a bit more, and makes it a completely different animal altogether. I mean, Cholmondeley, it's a bit like Goodwood was probably 5 or 10 years ago. It's growing all the time. Great atmosphere for people to come to. It lets people get very close to the people, the cars, you know, the drivers, and it's just been a great atmosphere now. But you know, it's a great event, and hopefully I can come back again next year. The actual event is based on the quickest time run of the weekend, and we've done 6 timed runs in total. And it looks like we've had 4 quickest out of the 6. Unfortunately, the one time that will probably stand is the dry time, and we couldn't quite pit the Lamborghini. But it looks like we've come second overall, and I think there's nearly 100 cars here in total, so you know, I'm pretty pleased with that. Well, we've come here on the back of our TT run, which has obviously got quite a few hits now on YouTube. But that was basically an attempt to beat the lap record around the 37.8 mile course of the Isle of Man, which with a Subaru STi we managed to do. The average speed was 115.356 miles per hour, which was fantastic for me. Probably one of the highlights of my career. The scariest thing I've done, but the most exhilarating, and it was great to do it with a Subaru. The car we used on the TT had a few modifications, but very, very limited. We changed the shock absorbers because of the high speed for safety more than anything else. We had a different brake pad material, a straight through exhaust pipe so people could hear us coming, which made it a lot more noisy, and the general safety equipment of seat belt and a roll cage. So pretty limited, and to do that sort of speed in that car I think is quite an achievement. In terms of power, the actual Cosworth is a quicker car. It's you know, as I said before, it's nearly 400 horsepower. So maybe if we had this car, we could have gone a few miles an hour quicker. The Cosworth Subaru is very high performance. It's actually more power than our Group N rally cars that I used to rally for Subaru. So you know, it's right up there. And I think if you're starting to get any more than that, you know, they start getting a little bit dangerous, temperamental. It's now reliable at that. You can use the power, and it's nice to get that real kick back in the seat, and you really do feel that. We've had a lot of interest here at the show because this is a limited edition car. There's only 75 of them being built, and Cosworth is a name synonymous with you know, motorsport. So there has been a lot of hype about it, and I think they're going pretty quickly. So if you want one, you better get on that list.